Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
Welcome to another day in paradise and welcome to the last video of this Mexico series. If you missed out on the other episodes, maybe check out the playlist. I'm going to link that at the end of this video so you can watch it afterwards and maybe get a feeling on what we spent all this money on in the 26 days that we spent in the Yucatan Peninsula. And especially the latest video is going to be helpful because there I explained a lot about how to travel Mexico, and I explained a lot like the ADO buses and stuff like that. So if you don't know what I'm talking about in this video, maybe check out the other one as well. And today I'm going to tell you how much money we spend on different items or services, and I categorized that in different parts. All the prices are going to be in US dollars, and I'm going to first calculate how much we spend in total, then going to calculate how much that was per person, and in the end how much we spent per person per day, so you get a really good feeling on how much to expect to have an easier planning for your upcoming trip to Mexico. Or if you're just curious, you're going to know how much Mexico is. And now, without further ado, let's get started. First service that we used was transportation, of course, because we had to get around on the peninsula. Uber was something that we used if possible, but only if necessary. So we mainly tried to get around by bus, but sometimes Uber was necessary, and we spent $12.79 on that. Second item was bike rentals, which we did on Isla Holbox, and that was $15 for 2 bikes for a day. We had to take a ferry on 2 occasions because we went to Isla Holbox and Isla Mujeres, so both was a return ticket, so both ways for 2 people, so it was 4 rides, and that was in total $97.59. We flew in from San Francisco. I excluded those costs. The flight costs out of Mexico were $405.80 for the both of us, but I'm not going to include them in the final sum up because I think it always depends on from where you fly, when you fly, if it's high season, low season or whatever. And so I'm not going to calculate the flight costs into everything else so that you can better calculate what you're going to spend in the country and not for getting into the country. As I said, we mainly tried to use the bus, which was the ADO bus, and so we spent a total of $235 on that, but that's like $120 per person to get around the whole peninsula, so I guess that's quite alright. For the times the bus was not an option and Uber was not available, we took taxis and spent a total of $56.50 on those. We also rented a scooter twice, one time in Tulum and one time on Isla Mujeres, and that was a total of $104. In Tulum we had it for 3 days, so that was $75, and then about $30 on Isla Mujeres. As we were driving around, we also had to fill up on gas, but that was only a total of $5 to fill both scooters up to the brim before giving them back. Second topic are the accommodations, and we spent a total of 26 nights in Mexico or Yucatan and spent $1,505.16, which makes $57.89 per night. That was mainly Airbnbs. We only spent a couple of nights, I think it was 3 or 4 nights, in hotels. This time we handled the food topic a little differently because we went to restaurants quite a few times and spent $458 in food and drinks. But we also went to the supermarket and bought groceries there for a total of $258.50. activities is something you might want to spend more cash on, because there is so much to do in Mexico, and especially in the Yucatan Peninsula, and stuff that's pretty unique to that area as well. So you don't want to cut your budget too short on that, and we didn't either, and spent $169.05 in entrance fees, which was like getting into Chichen Itza or different ruins, or also getting into the cenotes. We spent another $459.62 on tours, which was like the Muyil Lazy River tour, for example, where you couldn't go in by yourself. I spent a total of $409.99 on diving. As I told in the last video, one of the big dives and expensive dives was the bull shark dive with $140, but also the cenote dive, as it was a 2-tank dive, wasn't too cheap either. I'm going to list all the dives here. The last point falling in this category is the private taxi we took from Valladolid to get to Rio Lagartos and Las Calaradas, and that taxi was just for us for the whole day, and we spent $80 on that. Quite a fair price, I guess. And then there is the rest category, where I couldn't really find another category to fit it in, and in that falls the SIM cards for our smartphones. That was $25 for the both of us, with enough data for the whole time, so pretty easy, pretty cheap. I also bought the crazy mask I wore in the last video. That was like $2. We spent $20 on laundry services and $5 in taxes to get to Isla Holbox. Towards the end, Sabrina got sick, unfortunately, and we had to buy medicine for a total of $36, and we had to see the doctor and spend $76.55 for that. And there's like $15.93 left, where I have no idea what we spent that on, but it was in the list, so we spent it, but I didn't write down what it was for. And if we sum all of this up, we are going to have an amount of $4,452. If we cut the flights out, it's going to leave $4,046.68, and divided by 2 persons, that's $2,023.34. If we divide that by the amount of days, so 26, we are going to end on $77.82 per day per person. So I guess $78 per day per person isn't too much, and it's not going to break your budget completely. I'm really curious about how much Costa Rica is going to be, because we are going there next, and I hope that we might even spend a little less. We'll see. I heard it's a little bit more on the expensive side. If you want to find that out as well, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Also leave it a like if you found this video helpful, and then I hope I see you around in the next one. And if you have any questions, or if you have anything to add, leave it in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer all the comments or hear your thoughts, if you find that cheap or if you find that really expensive, or what your budget was, or whatever. Just have a chat down there. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you very much for listening, for being here, for subscribing, for leaving a like, for being part of this crazy journey, this crazy adventure. I'm talking too much. I should go. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'm leaving.
Good night, and thank you for watching.